フルカウンター。
Alright lads, welcome back to the Rank Frost video, and 2 years ago now I ranked all the slime characters, going over which is the best one, and back then I did say it was Benimaru because of his actual debuff skill, but then we did get quite a lot of buffs towards unknown characters with the release of ReZero and also Festival Merlin, and then I realized, you know what? Slime Rimuru is the best slime character, mainly because, well, Festival Merlin or Lolly Merlin was had the passive to where you couldn't basically kill her in one turn, or you had to do like crazy damage to kill her in one turn. So when they ever target her, I literally just healed up with my Slime Rimuru. I'm sure you've seen the video, it's one of my most popular ones on the channel, and the combo was disgusting. Also giving her debuff mini and also removing buffs with his actual single target skill made Slime Rimuru the best slime character. And well, now we have 2 new characters, also buffs towards the old characters too. So now, who is the best slime character? Let's find out, and we're going to rank them all from starting from the worst, because, well, we kind of want to build up to it. You don't want to jump straight into S tier. However, you can just skip to the end to see all the tier lists, so let's just have fun with it. Alright, let's rank all the characters. So we're going to start off with the worst one, and that is by far this Rimuru right here. So Rimuru is basically a worst version of Festival Dian, and you can have the same gimmick really, or basically you have a taunt skill and a stance skill, you have a single target damage skill, and in the passive or the relic for him, for his case, is basically to, when you take more damage, you then recover HP, you then deal more damage with attack rate stats, and kind of the same gimmick as Dian. You take more damage, you do more damage back. However, he does not work because his Rupt skill is terrible, his stats are terrible. He also very squishy on turn 1. Bear in mind, if you do have Demon Lord Rimuru in the other team, if you are versus someone, which you are versus someone almost every single game now because he's been used in almost every single match, you are going to get absolutely annihilated. Literally, you can see the gameplay in the background. You can't compete against a Demon Lord Rimuru. Not to mention, he is a Rimuru, so you can't use 2 Rimurus together, meaning he can't even be a really good tank for your unknown team. So literally, you just, in every situation, you just rather use Demon Lord Rimuru in PvP. In PvE content, you could use him, but then you can use any other character. There's no benefit of using him other than the fact that you want to use him in PvE content. But yeah, that is Rimuru, not a great character, got absolutely shafted. Which is, to be fair, fine. We have Demon Lord Rimuru in game, so we don't even need a good Rimuru Tempest basically. So I think him being the worst character is kind of fine. Alright, so you might be surprised that the Slime Rimuru is higher because he didn't get any buffs. He also didn't even get a relic. He also has no weapons. He's an SR, so his stats are lower than all of the characters. But I just see myself using this guy way more than Rimuru. The buff from even the heal is just so much better for a support character. The way I see it right now, I'd rather have a heal than a stance skill from this Rimuru. And also the buff from Evo is going to be somewhat beneficial if you're versing like a Trey Medi, for example, to where you can just basically just buff from even do more damage and also make him do less damage too. Not too much to say about this guy because he basically got no love. He got no buffs. Literally, this guy's probably a collectible character and probably only ever used to be a representative hero to where you can kind of jump around in PvP or knighthood basically with Slime Rimuru. But yeah, that is it. He also got a new mustache, which is kind of nice. But once again, these 2 are just really bad units. But that's once again kind of fine because they are Rimuru and we have a better Rimuru now, so no one's really complaining. Benimaru is going to go into the B tier. This guy could have got a little bit more love. His AoE skill, or his debuff, is somewhat still usable. And now with the buff towards the actual relic and the passive as well, he can somewhat do damage now. Before, it was literally just used to do that AoE debuff, where now it's the AoE debuff, but also a little bit of damage from him, and also to keep him alive a little bit. I noticed when I played with him the first time before he got buffed, he was way too squishy. I couldn't really get ultimate ever. And now he can somewhat do something, and I think that's kind of fine. Definitely not a great unit at all right now, but at least he's a little bit better. And once again, yeah, no, he's definitely bad. Comparable to these 3 right here, he doesn't stand a chance. Honestly, it really should be this. I guess it'll be this way around, and then like these other ones like A and S, because Benimaru is not great. Alright, so going into the A tier, it's going to be Shuna. Shuna is a support character that is supposed to support Rimuru by buffing up and giving your whole team Pierce. However, doing that right now in the meta is just going to buff up the Demon Lord Rimuru in the other team, because you then buff up and then you give him 3 buffs, maximize passive straight away basically. And yeah, Shuna is yeah, it's situational. She is definitely still usable, and even if you do find a Demon Lord Rimuru, you can definitely still outplay him. But at that point, I do think you need to have a Summer Merlin, because you got attack seal to where you don't die in 1 turn. So I think she's still okay against Demon Lord Rimuru, and if you don't find a Demon Lord Rimuru in PvP, then she is really, really good and really, really toxic to stun, to counter stances, to cleanse a skill. However, I will say her cleanse is only one debuff, and if you play around it, you can definitely outplay her. For example, if you have Summer Merlin, you can then attack seal, also dissolve. You can also put Sario on to where you apply crit lower and crit, is it crit lower and crit chance, so you have like 6-7 debuffs in like 1 or 2 turns, so she kind of cleanses all the debuffs too. Not to mention, if you are versing a Demon of Rimuru, he does infect, so even if you do buff remove, you can still get infected and not actually heal. So Shuna is okay. I really wished, even though, you know, it's kind of a given, I really wish it had a combined attack, because her ultimate is only 3 ultimate gauge, which is the exact same as Gopher, but Gopher has a combined attack to where it does go to 5 ultimate gauge. So it would be nice to give her a combined attack, or even to make the ultimate just remove 5 ultimate gauge at 6-6, which would have made the character a lot better, but unfortunately didn't. Like I said, she's still usable, but it's kind of a support character. Maybe when we get Festival Merlin again, the purple outfit, which you can see right above me right here, maybe when we get that character, then maybe she might be a little more usable. But like I said, she's really, really good when you don't find Rimuru. But other than that, she's in and out. You can use her situational character, more unknown support, which is kind of fine. Alright, so do I have a lot to say about these two? So let me just say this. Rimuru is by far the best slime character. However, Millen is not far behind. The reason why is because, let's talk about PvE first. So PvE, Millen is just absolutely annihilating Rimuru in any situation. Well, I say any situation. She is really good for the bird. Probably the best blue for the bird, actually. Where Rimuru, you don't really need him for the bird. You can use him, but there's no point. And then for the deer, I think Millen is okay to use in a deer, but you'd rather use Escanor, so there's no point bringing her. And then you already have Jormungand, so there's no point bringing the Rimuru either. So PvE content, Millen's a little bit better there, but then again, you're beating the bird to get relics for PvP, so I think I'm gonna rate PvP a little bit higher here, because PvP is just kind of the main part of the game, and Rimuru absolutely annihilates anyone in PvP. Not only is Rimuru probably one of the best top 3 characters in the game, the infect skill is so massive, man. Infect, which is why it kind of made Loli Merlin what she was, and kind of why she was so powerful, because everyone nowadays is healing, like Shuna, Millen even heals when you do get max ultimate gauge. She like 30% heals, Barn heals, Traitor Melly has lifesteal, Barn has lifesteal, even Tamio Graces have like heal now as well, and then Diane, she like recovers HP because of her lifesteal. Everyone's healers, so have infect is like literally going to make this guy top tier. Not to mention he does buff remove every single turn, which is going to only increase his actual beta stats. It's just like this character is broken, and it's comparable to Millen. Millen's really good for PvE or PvP, but not the greatest. I've definitely noticed she's okay. You definitely rather use like Traitor Melly, for example, or even this Demon Lord Rimuru. And I think the biggest thing that holds her back a little bit is, well, Demon Lord Rimuru does exist, and he is an absolute counter towards her. Like I said with Shuna, Millen buffs up with crit chance and crit damage on a blue buff, meaning if you use a skill or move a skill by getting ultimate gauge, you're going to buff up Rimuru, and you're going to lose your buff as well, so you can't actually crit him or do crazy crit damage numbers. So once again, kind of like Shuna, if you aren't finding Demon Lord Rimuru, then Millen's going to absolutely annihilate a lot of characters and actually be a really, really good DPS. But if you do find Demon Lord Rimuru, then, well, you kind of got to kill Rimuru first before you can start dealing damage with Millen. But at that point, if you killed Rimuru, then you probably killed nearly half the team. So, yeah, it's kind of all situational. But I think Millen's definitely, I'm not underestimating, boys. She's definitely really, really good for PvP. But the fact that Demon Lord Rimuru is so, like prevalent right now in the meta, it's hard to use it sometimes. And I had to take her off my team today because I kept running into Demon Lord Rimuru. It's quite annoying. But maybe when all the free-to-play stop using Rimuru, then we might see a bit more Millen, because right now, a free-to-play Demon Lord Rimuru is going to absolutely annihilate my wailed out Millen. Literally, Millen's maxed out in every single way. I have max cosmetics, max ultimate gauge, everything is perfect, and I still get one-shotted by a free-to-play Demon Lord Rimuru. So, you know, it's kind of how it is. So, boys, let me know what you think. Who the best character is? What are you rating them? I think this is a list everyone can agree on. It's definitely 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's maybe you switch these around, but then again, they're so bad who actually cares. It's literally just between these 3. But yeah, boys, that is my tier list. Let me know what you think, and yeah, peace.